from day 8 and even numbered days after day 8, this guy will show up at the impact site, the Mamuta. This thing is almost completely harmless. Attack it and it will be enraged. If you allow him to smack your Pikmin down into the ground like that, they will actually turn into flowers. But he can hurt Olimar. Get up, please. Other than that, that's just... yeah, because you see the yellow ones I brought, they were leaves, but when smacked into the ground by the Mamuta, they will turn into flower. It's a really strange process. But apparently, according to the Pikmin 2 bio, these guys just like to stare at flowers. Maybe that is the reason they somehow have the power to turn them into flowers. Now let's see how many Pikmin these guys yield by bringing them back to the onion. Ah shoot, I actually forgot to count. Where are we at? 59? If that is the case, then we got 15. Yeah, I'll just put the number up on the screen if I must. But yes, let's go ahead and show off the other enemy then. Oh, let's read out this thing now. Earth Tracer's Impact. Iridescent Flint Beetle. This creature's hypnotic reflective body is quite hard, giving it a good defense against Pikmin attacks. Why then do the Pikmin chase it in such a frenzy? I wonder if it will undergo any change if I hit it directly with Pikmin. That thing almost majorly screwed us over, you know. Yeah. On day 9, and odd numbered days after day 9, this thing will show up, the Gulix, which can best be described as a big blob of water, basically. And because it's made of water, other Pikmin types will drown. But you can help them if you whistle at them in time, unlike I did for that poor fella there. So let's get the reds out of the way. Quickly, quickly. The only way to beat them is with blue Pikmin. There are two ways to do this. Throw them directly at that spinning soft spot right there, or they will try to attack the hard spot right there, over there. It will take some time if you attack the hard spot, so the fastest way basically is to throw as many as you can onto the soft spot. Ouch! And even though it's made of water, it can hurt Olimar. Maybe it's acidic water. Like there, should not be too hard. Okay. Keep attacking the soft... It might be its brain, actually. Still kicking, huh? Come on. There we go. And it will simply drop pellets, but that's it. Those are the unique enemies to this area, of all places. That's it for this bonus video. This is it. If things go well, we'll beat this game on this day, day 13. Perhaps this video will be released on a Friday, 13th even. Hey everyone, and welcome back to more Pikmin 1 with Hughie Dice of Fire, and this may be the last we see of Pikmin 1. Let's go ahead and fetch our final ship piece at the final trial area. Where did our meteor shower go, huh? Perhaps it only lasts for one sitting. The music starts off foreboding, but soon enough it doesn't sound so bad. We are gonna go ahead and take out 20 yellows, I think. And this stage right here is simply one straightforward obstacle. And let's take out... okay, let's start off with 50 blues. Because if we take a look at the map, this area is actually pretty small. We have to get across this spot right here if we want to reach that part. How exactly are we gonna do that? Well, it's actually quite simple. We got 2 pieces of bridges here, which we can get started on. Repeatedly aim better, I think. Remember, to throw Pikmin faster, you must move them around with the C stick too. That's just how it works. That's the trick to this. Not really something the game teaches you. It is pretty much just speedrun strats. We're gonna take 3 yellow Pikmin because we are gonna need exactly 3 bombs to break down that wall. It's that weak. It's of the weakest variant, basically. Up here we have the bomb rocks. Can we throw them into the pipe? Completely missed, but whatever. They will still get it. And now to get them back, though. Okay. Let's not be too hasty now. Because if these guys touch the water, they will drop the bombs and they will disappear. That's... That was kind of pushing it. Okay, let's wait for those guys to finish up. Actually, let's get some more help. To speed up the process. But yeah, this has really been a quick let's play. Just like Luigi's Mansion, this has the potential to be a short yet very sweet game. Just perfect for me during these times. Because again, I really got into let's play and I wanted to do some more while I had some free time. And the thing is, I will prefer to not do let's plays unless I know I can finish them. I will start uploading and publishing videos once they are done, basically. Because I don't want to abandon them, so to say. That's the way I have decided to do this. Blues, you are dismissed. We no longer need your help. Let's quickly take care of this. Just like that. You guys can chill over here for now. Now let's fetch some reds. Max out. Oh, okay. I probably should have given that speedrun video one more watch. Because there's a really cool trick to taking down the final boss. Yes, we had to fight the boss, spoiler alert, but what did you expect, really? Okay, let's toss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that should do. You guys can wait here. And now we must guide these little critters. Oops, Can I not do it unless the bridge is fully built? Okay, so if I screw this up, I might be tempted to just... Good, okay. We have to make these guys push the... Dismiss? Okay, there we go. That's how we get that out of the way. And our path is pretty much already open. But we are just about nearing half of the day already. But if we pull off this trick, I am confident we can pull through this boss fight already. Yes, this just might indeed be the final day we finish the game. This wooden wall right here is not strong at all. Looks foreboding. But as you should in a game like this, unless the game forces you to start a battle, you want to search your surroundings. And you will find some goodies. This place has quite a number of bomb rocks. So let's fill up our stocks. That should be it. Let's have these guys rest up here. And you could have it indeed divided up a bit better, I think. Oh, exactly 15. Looks like this is what we have to work with. Okay. So I think we can toss them right over here. Let's have them wait there. Again, I hope I'm doing this correctly. Get to these guys. Have them chill over here for now. Meet Emperor Ballblacks. They were too close. Are you kidding me? Okay, they were too close there. Okay, we can still do this, Let's try to save time now. Retreat for now. But yes, he will spit out his tongue right there. Oh, they were too close. Just too close. Okay, let's hope we can make it. Nope, we are doing a retake, because I do want to show it off. I want to show it off that I can pull it off. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna reload myself and I'll see you back there. Okay, we are back again. Let's try to get it right this time. So looking at the screen from the speedrun video, I believe we want to place them right about over here. This should work. Okay, let's get these guys a little bit closer over here. Let's roll! Go! Okay, that's the way. Okay, attack! He will hopefully be stunned for a very long time. Oh, are you serious? I threw some into his mouth. Oh, okay. That was a bit haphazardly, but we did it. At long last, I found the final part of my secret safe. At long last, I found the final part for my... Let's try to get this right. At long last, I found the final part, my secret safe, and it's as full as ever. How glad I am that I persisted in my search without losing hope. Now I can leave this planet without any regrets. Maybe I will stop and pick up some souvenirs for my wife and kids back on planet Hokotate. The final ship piece is not a ship piece really, it's just money. Speaking of money... But that's it! So the trick basically, if you have bomb rocks, you want to like throw a red or yellow Pikmin like here, so that he will be ready to drop the bomb. Now, if you get the Ballblacks' attention towards this bomb Pikmin, you want to whistle at him the moment he opens his mouth. He will then drop the bomb, move out of the way, and the tongue will smack back right at his face due to the explosion. That is the optimal strategy. the safer strategy, but it will require some Pikmin losses, is to basically let him eat a yellow Pikmin holding a bomb. But he will not stay stunned for as long. It might actually vary from different versions, but see, the speedrunner who beat Emperor Bulblax, he was just using blue and yellow Pikmin, and he used the same strategy as I did right there. But he got back up before he died, and I was using red Pikmin. So maybe the boss is weaker in the Japanese version? I'm not entirely sure, but with just 9 Pikmin losses, let's just say it could have been a lot worse. Because that Emperor Bulblax boss, he also has a stomping attack. And that attack can crush your entire army of 100, potentially. So just imagine that. I don't think his tongue has any limit too either. I have finally recovered every ship part. Now I can return home to Hokotate. And I suppose he spent some more time with the Pikmin until nightfall. Isn't that sweet? Oh, isn't that sweet? Goodbye now. You guys are something else. Fear no more. We have learned teamwork and survival. A bit of a shame that sort of power will not be displayed for the later games. The Pikmin will be just as vulnerable, but well, it kind of makes sense. They somehow justify that. And look at these onions. I see pink, green, sky blue, black. Looks like they really did have plans for Pikmin types of those colors, huh? But the idea was ultimately scrapped. And this victory fanfare is just great. Final results, or final analysis, best 5. We recovered all 13 parts, 30 parts in 13 days. And surviving Pikmin is at 579, we lost 118, ouch. But that is apparently not the worst I have. That is apparently not far from the best I've done, huh? Only when ship was completed, in parentheses right there. But there you go. Here are all of the ship parts, and the ones marked with blue texts are the ones which are not mandatory. And that's the really weird thing, because this version here is the American version. I'm playing the USA version of Pikmin right now. Apparently it has 5 ship pieces which are not mandatory, and the secret safe is one of them. But I distinctly remember that when I was playing this as a kid, you know, in Norway, I still got a bad ending, even though, just because I did not beat the final boss in time. But that's the thing, you can't reach the final boss unless you have all of the other 29 parts. But I still got a bad ending even though once all 30 days were used up. I did not get the okay ending. So I need to look that up if that's actually different from the American and European version. Assuming I can find information about the matter, but anyway. Let us proceed to the next screen, I suppose. And just a reminder, Hugo, you have to show off those 2 unique enemies. So make sure you go back and record footage of that. But yes, that's Pikmin. Similarly to Majora's Mask, people will probably drop this game because of the time limit, like they feel at unease to be pressed for time like that. But once again, once you learn the game and get a firm grasp of it, like not even at a professional or a very experienced level, it is very lenient. I have confidence that you can beat this game. In the 30 given days, you will do it. Like, if a kid from Norway who barely understood any English at the time could do it, then you can too. Simply put. But it really is a matter about getting into the rhythm, I think, when it comes to time-pressed games. At least for Majora's Mask and Pikmin 1, and the Pikmin games, I mean. There are definitely merits to the time-based mechanic. Well, in the case of Pikmin, it is simply to, you know, think on your feet, basically, because it is about time management and resource management and skills, of course, but I think this game does a really well job in developing young brains, in that teaching them that yeah, sometimes you can't take your time, you just have to plan out the best possible strategy, the most efficient strategy, sorry. Of course, it is completely fine if you still find that off-putting in a game, but yeah, then I guess stay away from the Dead Rising series then, if you can stand horror games, because those games are also heavily time-based. But I think that's the great experience of it all, then, to just play it once, and then when you later come back, you will plan out things better because you are more experienced. It's honestly kind of like getting a new job, you know. It may seem scary at first, but once you gain more and more experience, you will then start to think for yourself once you are properly trained, and then you will probably feel compelled to plan out things to the best of your own abilities, and ultimately strengthen the teamwork in the work area. By the way, these are character staff roles of the characters, basically. So enjoy. Unless there's more I want to talk about, I suppose I could read out these texts out loud. But yes, that's basically it when it comes to time-based games like Pikmin, Majora's Mask and Dead Rising. They can be a lot of fun. Just give it a chance. And obviously you don't have to come back to these games, but if you do, by chance, I think you will feel compelled to beat it in the most efficient way as possible. Like, and even with Sonic and Mario games, you know, things which do technically have time limits on them. But if you play them again and have experience, you know, it's just a lot more fun. Even so. Because there are some really cool things you can pull off as an experienced player, like a game can't isn't only fun whenever it's a new experience and you're learning your ropes. There is a reason people come back to games they have played, you know. Take fighting games, for example. You have to learn your ropes, and once you are experienced, it becomes a lot more fun because, you know, you're winning against other people in cool ways, probably. That is one of the unique enemies. I will probably put out a video showcasing them first. Like I will measure together with this one, but it will come at the very beginning. Should be a quick montage, basically. So yes, games don't have to be a unique first-time experience, you know? See, I think that is the problem, I think, or a flaw when it comes to Let's Play channels nowadays. Because some Let's Play channels apparently cannot exist unless they are playing only playing games they haven't really played before. And you know, blind playthroughs do indeed have their merits, you know, because I think it's interesting. Excuse me. I think it can be really interesting to see how people do on their first time of playing a game. But when it comes to live streams of blind playthroughs and having the ability to attend a live chat, I have some bad experiences when it comes to quote-unquote backseat gaming and the police, the police, yeah, the people in the chat who sort of police that sort of rule. I have been writing a draft of a script of a video about backseat gaming, which I hope to do soon, but yeah, let's briefly cover it right here, because sure, why not? There is a fine line between giving out advice and outright backseat gaming. I do backseat gaming, I just tell people how to progress, you know. I think I am maintaining that line just fine. Like I know when to give advice and when to let people figure stuff out on their own, because they aren't really asking for help at first. Because some tricks and details in certain games is not being made clear to you or given out to you, even if you had done a proper test. Like, the only way you will know for sure is to look it up online, and that's stupid, you know. Here's an example. In Dark Souls, you know, in that series, we have status ailments or status effects. But some enemies are excuse me. Some enemies are immune to status effects, all of them or some of them. But the game doesn't let you know if they are immune to them. You have to just keep on attacking with certain attacks until you can conclude, until you just have no choice but to conclude, yep, these guys are immune. Whereas in Pokemon, you can try these attacks and the game will actually let you know if they are immune to them. So that's neat. That's how it should be, you know. But then when I come in and spread such information, which can only be looked up on the internet in the chat, then people will suddenly shout, "Oh, you're backseating, stop that!" And it's like, but they will not find out otherwise. And ironically enough, those moderators who complain about people backseating, they will also backseat, but they will do it whenever they see fit, basically. It's happened. I'm serious. Certain live chat moderators are that hypocritical, believe it or not. In any case, I don't want to drag out that rant for too long now that the credits are complete, basically. So, thank you so much for watching this short Let's Play of mine. I have been Hugo Fire, and take care, y'all. Until the next time I put out a video. Perhaps it will be of that backseat gaming video analysis or essay I have in store. Goodbye for now.